Hi there. Well, I thought I'd share with you some of my memories from my early teens, I suppose. Uh, I started probably about the age of 14, going to a place in Birmingham where I grew up, called the Midlands Arts Centre. And I've spoken about Midlands Arts Centre before, and I'll probably speak about it again at some time or other. Anyway, to cut across that, around about 1968, a friend and I hitchhiked down to London, and we ended up seeing a couple of concerts there. That's another thing which I've spoken about before. But anyway, aside from that, he used to sell an underground magazine called International Times, which was quite popular with our generation and older, etc. And what you could do is have so many, however many it was. I think it came out every fortnight, I think. And you could go round places selling them to your mates. I think it was around about 2 shilling or 2 and 6 or something like that. Sell it to your mates. And the ones that you couldn't sell, you cut the top things off and of the title of the magazine, and you sent them back, and they sent you, or you kept so much of the money. I don't know, can't remember quite how it works. I think you had to send a postal order or something like that for however many you'd managed to sell. And I think I had about 40 a time, sold them to friends. And then I went into this particular part of Birmingham, which wasn't that far away from me, called Moseley Village, and that was great for selling them there because there were students there. They were interested in the content and the writing in them. In fact, sometime later I wrote a little bit in IT myself. So anyway, I was selling them, and a friend said to me, "Oh, why don't you go into the pubs and try and sell them?" Well, I was too young to be going in pubs then, but I went in the pubs, and I got sent off with a flea in my ear a couple of times because I was only about 14, 15 at that time. And one was the Bull's Head, and the other was the Fighting Cocks. And through this, I ended up meeting various people talking to me, and it was all very interesting, very bohemian then, and it remained bohemian, being a student area for many, many, many years. And now I think it's a lot of it's been gentrified now, and it's changed. It's not how it used to be. There were so many characters back in the day. There was one man that he's passed away now. I'm just trying to think of his name now. Um, he used to be able to stuff cigarettes out with his bare feet. Um, oh, it's terrible, this, isn't it? Name will come back to me anyway. But he was known, you know. That's it. It's just come back to me. Pete the Feet, and everybody called him Pete the Feet because he never wore shoes or socks. In fact, when he got married, he didn't wear shoes or socks. And when he came out of the church with his wife, it was to Knights in White Satin. He had like a purple robe, but he was a larger than life character, always playing pool in the pubs, and he was instrumental in starting off the original Moseley Festival, which I think that was around about 1973, or was it 72, 73? Anyway, it's mushroomed that now, and become something much, much bigger. But I met all kinds of people. There was a cafe on St Mary's Row called the Gigi, and that was a place that some of us headed for because you could meet like-minded friends in there as well. And of course, yes, in Moseley Village there were drugs in those days. If you so chose to, if you had the money, you could go and buy pot or hashish. or pills later. It was very decadent, and all sorts of things happened in Moseley Village. There's lots of things that come back to mind, and I'll probably talk about them in a future episode of Moseley Memories. That's what I'm going to call it. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, tick a like, and I'll carry on making them. Bye for now.